PS Too Many Games.
Hello Paisanos, welcome to another episode of PS Too Many Games. This is a makeshift episode. This is a building and shopping episode. So, after a long consultation with my brother, we just basically decided to rebuild a lot of the games room, more sturdy, better build. So I've just pretty much come to the builders merchants, bought a lot of wood, and on the way home we're going to go via North Walsham's This and That game shop to see if there's anything I want. But yes, it's going to be a quite busy and slightly expensive day. So as you can see, I'm now back in the car. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of building materials here. Underneath, got a lot of flat boards, a shed load of screws. Basically, my brother works at a builder's merchants in an undisclosed location, not going to tell you where. So what I'm going to do is dismantle the big unit, which I literally just built, because it still holds pretty strong, but I want something a little more sturdier. And tomorrow, my brother's going to come over and we're going to basically build a unit, hopefully in one day. But for now, we're going to head to North Walsham, which is not far from this location, and we're going to go to the retro game shop This and That. Never been there before, so it could be good, it could be terrible. We'll find out.
That makes sense.
Okay, so right guys, we're currently in North Walsham. A little background on North Walsham. North Walsham is a very small middle upper class town in Norfolk, just outside Aylsham and Norwich. Generally speaking, it's not that massive, but quite a few thousand, but not like big thousand, maybe like 20,000 maybe. I could be underselling it, but not many stores here. But the town centre is always reasonably busy, as I literally crossed the road to my death. So we're going to walk in very slowly, and hopefully we will find anything at This and That.
Get on with it.
To tell you the truth, that actually went far better than I expected. Not only did I actually pick up 3 games that are not common, and we're talking really rare games, but one of them I've been looking for some time. Obviously, you'll see him in the games room, but what we're going to do now, between the games room and now, we're going to throw to an actual ad of the week. I'm feeling Sega this week. We'll see what I decide, but I'm feeling Sega. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you on the other side in the games room.
This is the day you have trained for, the day you have studied for. Utilize your superior skills, your superior intelligence.
Sit down, Rodent.
Sarah, baby? Oh, you were one fly.
Don't make me hurt you.
Learn to defeat your ruthless enemy, Steve of Hackensack.
Ryan, you're gonna get root.
Shut up, quadruped.
Sega Dreamcast. It's thinking.
Right, and we're back, so basically we're home, all the boards are there. As you can see, I've pretty much been dismantling the shelves. That is all the games. Nothing expensive, it depends on games I put in different locations. But obviously that's where the back wall was. We're now in obviously a state of dismantling, so tomorrow I'm going to rebuild this. But as you can imagine, for the time being, I don't really want to use this room for like filming purposes. Because it's a bit of a tip. And it gives me a excuse to have a little like move around. Yeah, kind of thing, so... Plus I've got a few things in the corner I've got to sort out, so basically what we're going to do with today's episode, because I've got 3 games to show you from this and that, we're going to move to the location I used for the CEX Roulette collection, and we are going to go for the 3 games that way pretty much, so I'll see you in the other room.
Excellent.
Right guys, so obviously I'm now in a different room because the games room has been a bit of a higgledy-piggledy. We'll go with that one. It's a bit of a, well, it's not a dump, so much for a case of we're rebuilding. So we're going to go through the 3 games I got from Disc and that from North Walsham very quickly. Did reasonably well, to be honest. I was kind of shocked at the kind of games they had, and by that I mean it's like more like rarer games, not like a lot of them, but stuff I needed. First time with the Disc and that, very good store. Very quiet town of North Walsham, highly recommended. I can't explain that as much as I can. They had an Atari Jaguar, they had a Super Nintendo, N64, all consoles, not box, but all consoles for sale. Atari Jaguar with games, I think it was like 230 quid. That's not bad. That's not bad. I was actually tempted. And also it came with the Atari Jaguar disc extension, which, as we all know, 80% of them didn't work. They just legit didn't work. They were poorly made. For some reason I really want Atari Jaguar. I think it's just one of those things where you look at it and goes, it's a completely useless console. It failed miserably, but it's slightly cool. Anyway, let's get the games one by one.
Better be good.
And we'll turn to my hands. So game number 1 from Disc and that was Frogger. As you can see, I paid £10. That's exactly the same you can pay at any CEX. Not a common game, Frogger. Obviously, the original Frogger was on the Atari 2600, a cult classic, if you will. Very popular back in the day. Never played this, because it's kind of before my time, the original, so I never was intrigued by the return of Frogger. Back in full 3D, Konami proudly boasted back in the day. So it's a Konami game, so it's either going to be really well made or just one they didn't bother with. But it does come with the manual. Generally speaking, the disc seems to be in reasonably good condition for a £10 game. Very happy to have it. One of those games that I haven't seen before that I desperately needed. So that's a reasonably good win to start off with. Moving on, the next 2 games were very good calls. Let me just move out of the way. Were very good pickups because that's hard to find. Sly 2 Band of Thieves, the last of the 3 Sly games I needed for the PS2. Obviously, I've already got Sly Raccoon and Sly 3, but Sly 2, very good games. Honestly, very good games. Fantastic franchise. I mean, highly recommended. Play them at least once. You like it, you don't. It's basically you're going to like it or you're going to not care for it. It's one of those things. This is the one where you played as Sly, Bentley, and the Murray. This is actually quite a good game, actually. Like, very good game. The first one was the best. This one was very good, and so was the third one, but As the trilogy goes, it's quite good. Missing a manual though, that's only a mild inconvenience. I'm willing to look past that at this point because this is one of those games that I'll just print that out, kind of thing. So I know what you're thinking. Why do you get upset with the CX Roulette with the manual missing, but this one is different? Well, simply put, I got this not from CEX, I got it from an independent store, so I don't mind. And the disc actually is in relatively good condition, so I can print that one off. So that one I'm going to keep. If this was a CEX Roulette, I would probably still keep this because the disc is in relatively good condition. Psychonauts was not in good condition at all. It was terrible, and that's the reason it went back. So that's probably adequate. That would be adequate in the CX Roulette, so that's a keeper too. But the last and final game is one that I've been looking for some time. It's not that super rare, but I've never been in the right time, right place. Resident Evil Survivor 2. I paid £45 for this. You're going to be paying around £50 in CEX, so this is an expensive game by today's standards. The last of the Resident Evil games I needed, so I haven't got to look for a Resident Evil game again. So that's 2 franchises I've finished off today. So I'm very happy to get this. Another one of the expensive games found. Case is in very good condition indeed. Comes with a manual, thank God. The disc itself, very good. I mean, it's. I would go with good. I would go to good for that one. So once again, very happy to have this. So if we just bring in more inside from left and right, God, sorry. So good day. Disc and that highly recommended store from North Walsham. Honestly, give it a try. It's a bit out of the way because North Walsham is near Cromer and Aylsham it's reasonably North Norfolk. So unless you live around the area, you're not going to go there on purpose. North Walsham, fantastic town. Very good day. I mean, got my building materials. Going to start building that stuff tomorrow. Picked up 3 games. Spontaneous days, always the better days. Anyway, let's finish this off. As you can see, it's been a very good day, as I specified. So that's pretty much the end of this makeshift episode. What's coming in the future? Obviously, I don't know if the Scottish episode comes out before this or after this. Probably after this, because you're going to tell depending on what the games room looks like. If the games room looks much better, it's after. If it looks the same, it's before. Also, future. So me and Dan will probably be going on another road trip somewhere in mid to late October, roughly between. So today's the 13th, just for your information. So maybe like the 20th, 21st, 19th, that kind of area. So next week, in other words, we'll be heading to Cambridge and possibly Harlow. So Dan really wants to go to Cambridge for one specific game. So, and I'm willing to ascertain that game with him. So because he's getting close to the end of the year for his platinum collections. 2, I believe it's the last platinum game he needs that CEX sells. Obviously a lot of them doesn't sell. What he doesn't actually realise is that I've actually got a game for him for platinum. I've actually got him a game. He doesn't realise this yet. So on the day I'm going to give it to him. It's going to surprise him because I know he needs it because it's one of the on the list he posted last week. It's a WWF Warzone, your platinum version. For those of you who are curious, WWF Warzone, the PS1 version is much better because you have actually real cutscenes with wrestlers. And for those who have watched wrestling back in the day, Ahmed Johnson, who's a big wrestler, one of the worst speakers in human history. And on this PS1 game, his quotes, he is literally, you can't understand the word he's saying. I might splice that in right now, but it is one of the funniest things in any wrestling game. It really is. Anyway, we're going to go on that field trip next week, so that's probably going to come out early November. So that's a good thing. Obviously, CEX Roulette this week will be 2 games. I did decide to double up on this week's one because last week we got our first fail, and these 2 games are from the same franchise. So I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It's kind of helpful. And to be honest, as a franchise, I'm kind of stunned I haven't got a game for yet. But you'll see, obviously, on Tuesday. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. I do try to apply to all comments. I do miss the occasional one because A, I work for a living, and B, I tend to forget quite a lot of things. So that's just the way it is. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the day.
He's a complete waste of time.